Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Oh, and everybody on the West Coast, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And everybody else in between. This great big beautiful country of ours. How the hell you doing? What do you know? What do you say? What's up? What's happening? If I could screw it up, there would be no doubt about it. You want to bet on somebody screwing something up? Pick Chuck. Oh my gosh. What a day. What a day. Oh, shit. I just have running all screwed up, everything. Race around. I just finished a phone call. Okay, you know I got damaged lungs, right? I mean, you could see. Freaking nose, right? Anyway, I've been going crazy trying to get somebody to come and give me a shot for COVID. Get my vaccination. So, no. Call the VA, call the hospital, call everybody and their brother. And at first the hospital said a couple months ago, well, we don't know if we're doing it yet. And then just about a month ago, they said, well, you know what? We're not sure we're even going to do it. You know, so I'm just like going crazy trying to find a place. And finally, I called today to say, look, they finally started giving it out at the hospital. So I'm like, great. At least when I go to the hospital, they go ahead and they've given me, you know, a wheelchair with a tank to use while I'm there. So I called yesterday and left a message. And they didn't call me back, so I called back again today. And lo and behold, they're gonna start, and they got me on the list for next Friday. So I've been holding off my bladder outpatient surgery for frickin' ever. I was going to have it at the end of April, but I can't because I ain't got no vaccination. And I couldn't find nobody, so I've been holding off. And I'm like, my sister and I was talking. She says, wait, you know, frickin' hospital's a petri dish for COVID. You don't want to go there, you know, because I figured, well, because I was talking about going ahead and get the operation without my vaccination. She says, oh, no, you don't want to do that. No matter how clean, you know, you still got a good chance of getting it up there, because who knows what, where, and in and out and all that other shit, and especially in a hospital. So anyway, and there's been stories that there are people who've gone into the hospital, and while they were there, they got COVID. So, and she said, why don't you wait till September or October? I'm like, really, I would love to. It's my bladder that decides, and my urethra. So I have severe scarring in my urethra. I've had 27 outpatient surgeries since 2012. And I got a lot. They stick metal tubes up your wing wang, you know, and through doing all that 27 times, it's like there's lost scar tissue in there. So not to be gross about it, but you know, he's got to slice me in there and put that shit in to get it in, and then it's got to heal, and then it's got more scar tissue. But this is not a kid's show, folks. So you got rugrats or crummunchers running around. It's time to put them for a nap. If it's nice out, it's been beautiful out here on the East Coast. Kick their ass outside. Put them on Xbox, PlayStation, iPad with headphones. Let them listen to music. So anyway, I got it. So she called me back next Friday. I'm going to get my first Pfizer. So I hope they make arrangements to come and give me the second one, or I'm screwed, you know. So it don't look like I'm going to be getting a outpatient surgery. Let's see. You got first shot and then like 24, 28 days. And then you get the second shot. It's like 24, 28 days. And then after the second shot, you got a 24, 28 days. And then you got a procedure. 60. It's damn near going to be September. I hope I hold out. You know, nice. You know, I'm glad. I'm just happy I'm getting it done. I don't know. I've told you about my daughter before. She's a anti-vaxxer and anti-masker and all this other shit. And I'm so she lives right in Pittsburgh, so she's a manager. She's great. She can operate from home, but still, you know, her and her husband go out and they do this, they do that, and go here and there and thither and whither and whither. And, but, so why am I talking all this shit? You know, it's supposed to be a news show. Well, to me, it's news, you know. I mean, I imagine you guys just don't give a shit, you know. I don't care. But, hey, you know what? So let's do let's mangle some freaking news. La 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 la. What is this? Where'd I get this shit? Oh. What? Oh, don't want that. Oh. Here we go. The Hill, 3 hours ago. Are you ready, folks? Look at this. I've already started. You got this. Time out, mother. Better watch out, boy. Watch your language. Behave yourself. You know? Oh, here you go. This is a good one. Twitter. I also do Twitter news. Okay? So if anybody follows me, I follow them. They post something. I see it. I read it. So follow me. I'll follow you. And follow me and follow you. You know, all that crazy shit. And then I might read something from you. You might get on the air. So, here she goes. I'm telling you, it's not a kid show. Here it comes. I'm going to count to 10. You better get him out of the house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm a fucking princess, says a woman reaches a certain. She doesn't want anyone's drama. She don't want to fight with anyone. But if she's forced to, you should know she won't fight fair. She won't quit. There are no weapons she won't use. Best to leave her be. Don't poke her. Feelings will get hurt. Ooh. And who responded to that? Glenn Reeves says, I always hate when my wife says, let me tell you something. Because she does. Ooh. And Kellogg's in theme says 100% truth. Oh my God. So anyway, The Hill, 3 hours ago. I just saw that. I'm like, that's really cool. I'm going to read that. Hey, you freaking dick. Oh, here you go. Scott Huffman vaccinated. Ooh, he's got a thing. He's verified. Who the hell is he? Who is Scott Huffman? Jaded 8. What? I don't know. I can't see. Open it up, you dick. Not that big, you stupid son of a bitch. Okay, here we go. Working class small biz owner, Black Lives. How'd he get verified? Damn, he got 57K followers. Okay, Republicans don't want the January 6th commission. They plan to do it again. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is true. So, did you ever do that on Twitter? I'm going to get to this news story on The Hill. Eventually. Just don't shut up. Don't holler at me. It's my show. Okay, so anyway, do you ever get on them lists on Twitter? You get a Twitter? Anybody Twitter? Instagram. You know what? I still can't figure that damn shit out. That is so like, to me, it's like freaking, post a picture, okay? Post a picture. How do you talk to each other? Post a picture. Do you see me on Instagram? Check me out on Instagram. There's only so much checking out you can do, folks. Damn. How can we get into each other's heads and each other's lives and stuff like that on frickin' Instagram? Forget about Facebook. It's a war zone there. You might not come out unscathed. You know, because you got friends. You have friends, you know, that they're still over there somewhere on the right. Way, way right. You never knew that about them. They always seemed like nice people. And I'll tell you what, the majority of them are. In every other way. They are regular, good, hardworking people that would give their life for you. The minute you say Trump, it's freaking all over. It's like a switch kicks on. Boom. Best president ever is. I'll Trump till I die. Oh, come on. You know, here's something else you notice. I'm still going to get this story, folks. This poor story's been waiting, but you know, it's okay. So anyway, did you notice this? And I hate talking. That's why I started this show, because all it was last year was Trump, 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 COVID, COVID, COVID. And I was sick of it. Okay, and I say this damn near every freaking day. I know you're so sick of it. But did you notice? He's not going out very often. A lot of people are coming to the mountain instead of the mountain going out and doing things. And I don't think it's just because he's resting up. I think he's getting to the point. And who knows what kind of damage that COVID did to him, even though he had the best care in the world. What if he still has some shit left over from that? I don't think he's going to be around for 2024. I really don't. Yep. I really don't. I think he's... And here's the other thing. Every day it gets smaller and smaller. The following, you know. So, I mean, there's only dedicated people that are now like tuning into his different for the office of the former president of the United States, okay? And all that shit. Okay? But from what I understand, Parler is even losing people left and right. I mean, there's only so much bitching you can do. Yeah? There ain't so much rah, rah, rah you can do. You just get tired. Say, okay, when's the party over? Let's go move on. Let's go do something else. Let's find somebody else we can get into. This guy's old news. You've been saying the same shit for freaking years. And that's what's going to happen. And you get the dumbass Republican, I call them Republican, okay, congressmen and senators that are just like, oh, it's just the party of Trump. Really? I don't know. I have no clue. So anyway, okay, this is the story. We finally made it. U.S. Navy denies warship was expelled from South China Sea. The U.S. Navy 7th Fleet issued a lengthy statement on Thursday describing what it called a freedom of navigation operation by the USS Curtis Wilbur, a guided missile destroyer made in the South China Sea near the Paracel Islands earlier this week. The unusually long statement also rejected the statement from the Chinese Southern Theater Command that said the destroyer has been expelled from the contested waters. Whoa. So that's what U.S. Navy denies warship was expelled. Okay, so that makes sense. The PLA statement about this mission is false. USS Curtis Wilbur was not expelled from any nation's territory. USS Curtis Wilbur conducted this FONOP, Freedom of Navigation Operation, in accordance with international law, and then continued on to conduct normal operations in international waters, read the Navy's statement. That's cool. The The operation reflects our commitment to uphold freedom of navigation and lawful uses of the sea. As a principle, the United States will continue to fly, sail, and operate wherever international law allows. A USS Curtis Wilbur did here. It continued. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay, one more paragraph and you can read the rest of the article if you want. I'm not going to spend all day on it. Chinese military officials denounced the U.S. Navy's operations in the South China Sea on Wednesday after the USS Curtis Wilbur conducted a similar operation in the Taiwan Strait, a contested area of the sea near Taiwan, which Beijing claims as its territory. The U.S. asserts Taiwan's right to self-governance and has shown increased support for Taipei in recent years. So this is going to be another hot spot. Oh, boy. They got all these troops lined up in the border of Ukraine and everything. 50,000 troops. Soviet Union. Did you know that? Yep. Read about it last week. So, and then they got these Chinese people, like they're going to Taiwan and all that other stuff. They're banging the shit out of people in, what is Bangkok? Bangkok. I don't know. That's what it is, right? What is it? China, Hong Kong. Yeah, not Bangkok. Hong Kong. Hong Kong, China is supposed to be part of a democratic system within the Chinese freaking thing. And China's like, oh no, you're getting too democratic on us. You're talking about too much freedom. We got to stop this shit. So they start screwing people up. Jacking them up, locking them up. Forbes, 2 hours ago. Okay. Biden administration doesn't think it can force states to pay $300 unemployment benefits, according to a report. Now, ain't that freaking stupid? These people, they just keep pushing this lie. They keep, Jen Psaki, my hero, okay? She even stated it after me saying it months and months and months and months and telling her, hey, the next time they bring up about unemployment, these people being incentivized, whoever thought that fucking word up, okay, $300 a week to stay home is full of shit. And she finally, after egging her on, she finally said, okay, the next time it comes up, I'll tell him, Chuck. And she did. It's a federal law that you have to accept suitable work. There are only certain times that you can stay on unemployment. And that's if you have COVID, you have a legitimate concern about getting COVID because of your work environment, or you're caring for somebody with COVID. That's it. That's it. You got to prove you have a legitimate concern of your work. Okay? Which, in a way, a lot of bars and restaurants, they do. Those employees do have a legitimate concern. So hey, it's not they're incentivized to stay home. They're just trying to watch their ass. Thank you, Jen, for telling them. Because if you refuse suitable work, you get kicked off. You don't get no more, even regular unemployment. You don't get nothing. So suitable work is something that you do or something that is very similar to what you do. If you're an electrical engineer, they're not going to try to get you to take a job digging ditches. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? Oh, my God. Oh, it just makes me mad. Okay. Okay, with at least 21 red states opting out of a $300 per week federal unemployment, you guys got to remember this. All you Republicans, you nice people. The Republican politicians are screwing you over and over. They're taking credit for this American Rescue Plan, okay? And every one of them fucking voted no. They voted no. Did you know that? They didn't vote no, they voted. Okay? Don't get me started. Okay? So, okay. 21 red states opting out of a $300 per week federal unemployment supplement. Hey, what's all this? It's Trumpsters, man. Hey, man, Trump gave you $600. They didn't say a fucking word. Oh, they bitched about it, but no, they passed it. Because old man Trump. Oh, and here it is. McCarthy and McConnell now, they teamed up together. We're urging all our Republican colleagues to vote no on this insurrection shit commission. Yeah, they're afraid. They should be very afraid. You know what? They ought to have a citizen commission. The hell with the government. There ought to be a completely independent commission. Like the People's Commission. You know how like certain police departments now have a police commission made up of all civilians and no politicians? A civilian commission to make, check things out, make sure there's, as far as abuse and all that other shit. I know there's a couple of cities that have that. It's a police commission. They ought to do that with this insurrection thing. If they can't get it through the government, somebody got to come along. Bill Gates, do you hear me? All right? What's his other? The other big rich guy that doesn't mind having his taxes increased. I'll tell you later, baby. I don't know. But yeah. You just remember that. Okay. Opting out of a $300 a week federal unemployment supplement amid fears of a labor shortage, it's not clear that the Biden administration, which has repeatedly argued that the expanded benefits are not the cause of the perceived shortage, will be able to intervene and force states to pay them. Okay, key facts. The Washington Post reported Thursday that despite efforts within the Biden administration to find a way to continue payments in every state, officials at the Labor Department do not believe the federal government will be able to force states to maintain the benefits until they expire in September. Labor Department officials also don't believe the federal government will be able to issue its own payments to individuals in the affected states, the Post reported, citing two people familiar with the... That would be difficult. That would be hard as hell. You'd have to give $300 to everybody because you wouldn't know who's employed, who's unemployed. Somebody could be employed and say, oh, I'm unemployed. Give me money. Okay, the Century Foundation, a progressive think tank, found that 4.8 million workers would be cut off from their benefits early if every Republican governor decided to stop paying the supplement. And you people are still voting for Republicans. Quit voting for Republicans because they don't want you to have anything. The Hill, 50 minutes ago. What do they call them people that are into flowers? 1,000 people flocked to catch a whiff of a rare corpse flower. Why in the hell would you want to smell that shit? I'm going to tell you what, I've smelled it. It don't smell good. Burning flesh does not smell good. Rotting flesh does not smell good. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I read a very disturbing story the other day on Twitter. I feel so sorry for, I feel really bad for this lady. It's a terrible thing. Real quick, I'll do the story. Okay, and she wrote it, and she has post-traumatic stress disorder. I have it. Okay? And it's not just from combat. Any extremely traumatic experience that you've had has done damage to you. Something that's so heinous that you just carry it around for the rest of your life. I'll walk around here and out of nowhere, I'll freaking shudder. I'll be, oh my God. Okay? Post-traumatic stress disorder is nothing to screw with. The VA should stop screwing with it, okay? This poor lady, and she took care of her dad. Her dad lived with her, or she lived with her dad, one or the other, okay? And it was just them two. And he had a lot of trouble getting around. He had cancer and stuff like that. So finally, she decided she's going to take a couple days to get away because he seemed like, he could get by. All she was going to do is go away for 5 days. So the morning of her leaving, she went in and she checked on her dad, and he was still sleeping in bed. And she left a note for him. I love you, Dad, blah, 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 blah. I'll be back in days. Anything happens, give me a call. Okay? She went away. She didn't hear anything. Everything is fine. She came back 5 days later and opened her door. Before she even opened her door, she could smell like a dead rat. And she opened her door, and the smell almost knocked her over. She knew what happened. And she went to look in the bedroom. Was her dad in bed, dead, decomposing, in the exact same position and spot that he was in when she left. And they had a couple little dogs too, and the little dogs stayed with him. Laid in with him. But anyway, make a long story short, after police and the coroner came and everybody else, they had assumed and narrowed it down that Dad must have had a heart attack during the night before she even left. And she didn't even realize when she looked in on him that he is already dead. What made it worse, that's just the guilt, okay, that she's got to live with the rest of her life, and it's not fair. It's not fair. But what made it worse, the dogs had laid in with this decomposing body and had gotten decomposing parts of the dad that the skin just rot, okay. She had the fun job of cleaning the dogs. And tell me that don't fuck you up. And now we're sort of advocating for post-traumatic stress disorder. Lady, I can't remember your name. I know you're on Twitter out there somewhere. But I love you. Don't worry about it. Things will be all right. But anyway, she said she's been dealing with this for a few years, so. And I got less than a minute left. So I had to tell you that. I mean, this is serious shit, man, Okay. Okay, they're going to get a whiff of this stupid-ass dead flower. More than 1,000 people have already trekked to an abandoned gas station in the San Francisco Bay Area to catch a glimpse and take a whiff of a rare corpse flower. Named for its unique odor, which has been compared to that of decomposing flesh, the corpse flower is causing lines circling the block for a chance to see one in person. Okay? It started with Alameda Nursery owner Solomon Leyva, who specializes in rare plants, posting photos and updates on his blooming corpse flower, also called the Amorphous Titanium, or whatever the fuck it is. The high level of interest and attention in Garner convinced Leyva to offer the chance for this public witness the rarely beauty in person. Okay, time's up. I wonder if he's charging for that. So that was on the Hill 50 minutes ago. If you want to go take a look at this plant and take a whiff, smell your phone, whatever you're going to do, that's the deal. Thanks for feeding that shit to me, guys. I didn't get to all of it. Okay, hey, I'm going to say goodbye to the radio people. Okay, bye, radio people. You have a good day. I know you want your Moso R&B show. And we're going to do that and play that shit for you. And where you at? Okay, there you go. So anyway, we're going to do this shit, and we're going to do that shit, and we're going to do this shit. We're going to do that shit. Okay, let's stop this shit here. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, let's say goodbye. Goodbye. You guys be careful. Have a good day. Don't get that Rona. Get your vaccination and keep your fucking mask on, okay, folks? Jesus. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Mon Valley Radio. That takes care of that.